So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about diversification. You probably heard this if you're ever try trading. You've heard people talk to you and say, "I need you to diversify," or "Diversification is extremely important." So what exactly is diversification, and why is it so important? The reasoning behind diversification is that if you put all the eggs into one basket, if the basket falls down, all your eggs will fall with it. So the importance is to put different eggs in different baskets, because it would affect it at different times differently, and in that way overall you'll still have a better probability of coming out positive or doing well. So that's the concept of diversification. Now there is a sweet spot into diversification. So if you're diversifying yourself into stocks, you could buy like every stock in the market, and like that won't be enough. Now you're diversified, but is it optimal diversification? So the sweet rule to keep in mind is, when you are trading, try to have an optimal size, and this could be anything, whatever you're diversifying in. 5 to 15 is considered optimal. The sweet spot's 5. You could even go to 8, but 15 is the between that range. So whatever you find is a sweet spot between 5 to 15 is where you could diversify all your eggs into those baskets. Now the reason why 5, you'll say 5 is too less. I can't put all my capital into just like 5 buckets. And there is pros to it, there's cons to both those different approaches. 15 may be too much for a trader to just manage his portfolio actively and keep an eye on all those eggs. And 5 may be the optimal number for a few. So you would have to try it out and see what's your sweet spot, but don't go over 15. Keep this as the boundary line in terms of defining your your sweet spot into trading. So now that we've got the ratio of 5 to 15 is what we would like to keep ourselves diversified in. Now, what should we diversify in? So that's a big question. So the one way to do it is to diversify yourself into stocks. So, say you buy stocks, and stocks are there's so many stocks available. So how would you diversify yourself in stocks? So one way of doing it is, you could buy a few large caps, and every market that you trade in would have these, right? So you'll have large caps, you'll have small caps, and you'll have mid caps. And you would also want, if you were interested, you can buy these penny stocks if that's your trading style. I'm not teaching you trading styles or strategies here. I'm just showing you ways you could diversify. So this is one way. Now, a lot of times you would be thinking, like, Sheldon, I could probably buy all large caps from the same area or sector, and that's that could be a possibility too. So in this large caps and small caps and mid caps, the important thing to also keep in mind is diversifying by sectors. So what you would do is, you've actually diversified by large caps, mid caps, but these would be, you've got to diversify sectors as well. So the sectors would also have different categories that you should be, kind of getting into. So how do you know what sectors are available? Like if you look at any stock, and if you open up any fundamental trading website that would tell you more about it, say Yahoo Finance or any of them now these days would tell you. So the sectors, I'm just going to write it here so that there's more room. Your sectors can be diversified into, so say you buy one stock, just one stock. You pick the best stock that you can from the technology sector. Okay, one stock from the technology sector. Now, if you want to invest more into a particular sector and that's your trading style, go ahead and do it. So pick 2 or 3. And these, and I'll talk about it later. I won't kind of deviate from the topic. So technology would be another one of them. You could choose materials, any suppliers that have materials. You can have one that is in utilities is another one of them.